there's a huge branch of psychology which is called behavioral psychology. What determines the behavior of a person? If you finally go to the core standpoint, it comes to Yoga Vedanta. What determines the behavior of a person? His external actions, his motivations, his work towards others, his attitudes towards others. It is finally the content of his mind, what attitude he has, and that content of the mind is determined by what? It is determined by his orientation towards life and reality. So if there is this kind of a spiritual outlook, naturally your mind will be functioning in a particular way. You will not go into negative phases of life, depression and anxiety, stress. All this will not come into a mind which is perpetually positive. So how to manufacture this kind of a mind is something we are deeply going to go into in today's class, because self-management includes managing your thoughts, emotions, your will, your levels of awareness, and finally your life, that is the manifestation of all this through the body-mind mechanism. So this is the essential part of you, your thought and emotion is essentially your mind, and of course your will. So the difference between compulsive person and conscious person is this, that compulsive means you are not in charge of your thoughts and emotions. Some other external factor is deciding how you will think and how you will feel. So you are at the mercy of your gadgets, other people's emotions, other people's feelings for you. You are at the mercy of the external. But conscious behavior means you are not at the mercy of anything. I am conscious enough to know what is happening in my mind, and hence I replace negativity with positivity consciously. You get that capacity. So the whole difference between compulsive and conscious behavior, that is actually the measure of intelligence. If you are more conscious, you will become more intelligent. And if you are compulsive, even if you were intelligent at one time, you can degrade that intelligence. Are you seeing this, the connections? Isliye genuine intelligence is becoming more and more conscious of your inner faculties, taking the whole thing, your body-mind complex, in your hands, so that you lead the life you want to lead. You are not a slave to anything external. You generate your happiness and peace by yourself. This is the essential independence and glory of human life. So today even intelligence is being studied with respect to all this. Intelligence is a multi-dimensional something. आप ये मत समझे सिर्फ IQ intelligence है. Today I am going to give you all the types of intelligence available that we have come to so far. Let me show you a slide on this. Intelligence is multi-dimensional, and look at the multiple intelligences available today to you. In our study of intelligence, we have come to this. You see, there is logical intelligence, visual, musical, intrapersonal, kinesthetic, then what is that? Interpersonal, naturalistic and linguistic. All these are the different dimensions of intelligence. आप ये मत समझिए सिर्फ logical intelligence is there is no musical or kinesthetic intelligence. That means the intelligence is not fully developed yet. All this is included under intelligence today. So essentially, development of all of this constitutes intelligence, and this includes not just your logical analytical ability, but your emotional abilities. It includes your power of willing, your attitudes, your motivations. It includes your talents. It includes everything. So development of everything is the real development of intelligence. Your logical analytical ability, upon which we are laying the greatest amount of stress in today's educational system, that is a very essential part, no doubt, but that is only one dimension of intelligence. So you see, in the hierarchy of human intelligences today, you have at the bottom of the pyramid is PQ, physical quotient it is called, which is actually your body awareness and its skillful use, the proper spatial orientation, understanding your relationship with the body. Then IQ levels, that is the next level of higher intelligence. You see there you have math, verbal intelligences, all of this is included in IQ. Essentially your rational logical, analytical ability is IQ. Then over that is EQ. It's a higher form of intelligence. It includes what? Managing ourselves and our relationships, basically managing your emotions, making them positive so that they work for you, they don't work against you. You know, your intelligence can turn against you if your emotions cannot be managed properly. Isn't it? Isn't this true? Huh? If my intelligence cannot be managed properly, my emotion cannot be managed properly, my intelligence will turn against me. And then at the top of that pyramid, you see, this today's science is telling you this, is SQ, which is spiritual quotient, acting with inner wisdom guided by compassion. So if this is there, every other quotient is going to work magic for you. Otherwise, your PQ, physical quotient, IQ, intelligence quotient, EQ, emotional quotient, SQ. If SQ is there, all of this will work properly. If SQ is not there, you never know your intelligence quotient. It can be lopsided development. You know, intelligence quotient alone is there. The other quotients are lacking. There is another quotient called VQ, which is not here in this diagram. VQ is volitional quotient, which means your power of willing. How strongly you can will and stick to your will. Not that the will is changing direction always. You stick to what you have willed and achieve it. This is VQ. And there's another quotient recently discovered called AQ, which is adversity quotient, which means in the face of adversity, can you stand up and achieve your goals? Otherwise, a little bit of adversity in your life and you just break apart. This can also happen, isn't it? A really intelligent person is one who turns adversity also into opportunity. Adversity can come into life, but that doesn't mean you break down. So that is also a dimension of intelligence. All of this together give you success in life. At the peak is always SQ. Please understand this, because if you are spiritually not mature, which means you have not learned to stand up for who you truly are and handle your body mind as an instrument in your hands, none of the other quotients will work optimally. This is essential part of today's understanding of intelligence levels.